when I got the news, when I heard that he wasn't coming home, when I read the letter that said that Sergeant Headley Flint had been tragically killed in battle, I knew that something would have to change. But I couldn't carry on as before because everything was different. I mean, one minute you're a woman about to be wed, and the next you're on your own with no idea of what the future holds. And I say woman, I was 21. I was a girl, really. Something like that, though, it makes you grow up and fast. So after I put away my dreams of being Mrs. Flint away in the drawer with my discarded trousseau, I knew that if my man had been willing to lay down his life for the war effort, that I had to do something. It was the least I could do. So I quit my job at Kilburn's Confections in Wakefield, and I started work as a barn lass out at Barnwood Munitions, just outside of Leeds, between Crossgates and Garforth. And I knew an entirely new chapter of my life was about to start. I was one of 16,000 women and girls that worked at Barnwood. So much bigger than I expected. Almost 200 acres, a city within a city. We worked a long working week, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day. I stuffed explosives into shells. Sometimes it was only the thought of the men abroad that kept us going. If they were willing to lay down their lives on a daily basis, I mean, what was a little bit of discomfort? What was a long working day? Mind you, I don't think we ever thought about the danger that we were in. We were brought up sharp in December 1916, when an accident caused room 42 of the factory to explode. 35 women were killed. So many more were injured. I was back into work the next day because I knew that the work I was doing was important to the men overseas. Do you know that by the end of the war there was 1.6 million women working in factories up and down the country, mostly in munitions? They called us the munitionettes, or the canary girls, because the toxic TNT turned your skin yellow. Not all of the dangers surrounding us at that time were that obvious to us, all that avoidable. I did get married, though. In 1917, I married Roland Stewart Hepworth. He was a miner, and the nephew of the groundskeeper here at Nostell. Would seem that I would get my chance of happiness after all. I worked in munitions until 1918, right up until when peace was declared. And on my last day, I got a certificate thanking me for the special services that rendered. And that was that. Another chapter of my life was over. Roland and I were blessed with 8 children. All of them precious to us. Even the one that we buried. Strange, really. Because when the war was over, I didn't really talk about my time as a Barnwood lass. You don't. Like so many others, you want to leave that time of sorrow and loss behind you. I was proud, though. I was proud of the work that I did. Because I knew that I'd done what needed to be done when it was called for. I knew because of our generation, my children's children would live in freedom.